Tanner! What are you doing here?
Oh, I just came to bring you a coffee in the morning.
After meeting you, I'd say there's an 80% chance there's a roofie in there.
No roofie. Just a skinny vanilla latte with extra whip and a shot of caramel.
You looked up my favorite drink?
It's all part of the package.
You're here to split me off from Harvey?
Oh, he did the same to you, and you wouldn't even know about it if it weren't for me.
You're a regular Mother Teresa.
Look, I just came to tell you that we can take it easy on you. You'll just maybe say that Harvey knew about Stephen Huntley 2 months ago.
That would be a lie.
Maybe it would just be conjecture presented as fact.
Okay, look, I'm going to say it because you already know it. I betrayed Harvey once. It's never going to happen again.
Okay, well, then I'll just have to hear your side of the story at your deposition. Miss Scott, to your knowledge, did Harvey Specter want this merger?
No, he didn't.
And did you try to force it on him because you'd lost to him numerous times and you wanted to get him back?
You're the only one who's trying to get Harvey back for losing, Tanner.
And I'm about to be successful. Isn't it true that while you were engaged, you came to New York and slept with Harvey Specter in an attempt to get him to tell you he loved you, and he said no?
That is utter conjecture.
That's why we have these depositions, so I can ask questions about things I'm conjecturing.
You're not asking questions, you're throwing mud.
Am I? The facts are you had a relationship with him in law school. You worked a case against him and shortly thereafter ended your relationship. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to connect the dots.
Tanner.
Did you really think that you could domesticate him? A house in Westchester, Harvey flipping burgers on the weekends? What kind of fantasy land were you living in?
Tanner, that's enough. She's not answering this line of questioning.
Then I'll answer it for her. You loved him, he spurned you, and you set this whole thing up to get him back.
That's insane.
Which part? That you loved him? That he spurned you? Nothing? Well, I guess they're both true. We're just not supposed to believe that you set this merger up out of anger because you knew what was coming down the pike.
I had no idea what was coming down the pike.
Oh, so you're telling me that Edward Darby knew, but his number 2 didn't know?
I was not the only one that Edward Darby relied on. He relied on Stephen Huntley for what happened in the EIR, and they both kept it from me.
Then why am I holding this affidavit with Stephen Huntley's name on it stating you knew everything?
Because he's a lying son of a bitch, you're a piece of shit, and this is the end of this deposition.
What you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
If you want to keep your mind off Rachel, try reading Scottie's deposition.
I did. It must have been brutal for her.
Must have been brutal for Harvey.
From what I've seen, not much is.
Mike, he's not as hard as you think.
Why are you talking to me about this?
Because if I asked Harvey what I'm about to ask you,
He'd say no.
I want to talk to Stephen.
Donna, not a good idea.
Mike, please, I can't just let him hurt somebody else and do nothing about it.
So this is just about protecting Scottie?
I'm not just protecting Scottie, I'm protecting Harvey. Because he may not know how he feels, but I do.
Thanks.
I was told my attorney was here to see me.
I'm sorry. Should have said an attorney's here to see you.
You lied, so we lied.
So you got my affidavit? Well written, when you say.
Yeah, so is Lord of the Rings, but you know what they both are? Fiction. What did Tanner offer you to sign that?
He didn't offer me anything.
Bullshit. Tanner's a liar and a snake, and he doesn't do anything without a reason.
Well, so you say, but I wouldn't know him from a hole in the ground. He came to me with an opportunity, and I took it.
How is making up a load of shit about Dana Scott an opportunity?
I didn't make up anything. What I wrote was that she was the conduit between Edward and I. She was my boss. That is factually correct.
That's a misleading statement designed to confuse a jury in your murder trial so that you can claim Edward's testimony is a lie.
It is a lie. We never had the conversation he said we had.
Mike, can you give us a minute? You told me I was wrong about you. How can you do this?
Donna, my life is on the line.
So you'll drag as many people down as you have to save yourself?
Her freedom isn't at stake.
No, but her reputation is.
She'll survive.
You're lying about her.
Yeah, I am.
Stephen, I'm going to ask you this one more time. If anything you ever said to me was true, please don't do this.
I'm sorry, Donna. I have to.
You get what we need?
No, she didn't.
Actually, I did.
What are you talking about?
You might not know this, but every conversation in this particular facility is recorded, with an exception made for attorney-client privilege.
And as you pointed out, we're not your attorneys.